All right, welcome to the Feedbak Podcast, everybody. My name is Back. This is episode 256. A couple of announcements. Number one, follow the Feedbak everywhere on social media. It's also on YouTube. All the episodes are on YouTube, so just go to youtube.com/thefeedback. You can see all the faces of all the people that I've been talking to on this podcast. Also follow Hip Hop Bingo on Instagram. Big shout out to everybody who came through last time, the West Coast edition. We packed the house, man. It was dope. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to the team, K. Cali, Rudy, Chris Tobar. Thank you so much, Native. Thank you for hosting us. I think that's, those are two announcements. Go back to the archive. Check out the people that I've had. I just had Amy Shanker, Tim Warner, Katie Felton was on as well. So go check that out. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we got Aaron Cheatham in the house, my house.
What up?
This is our monthly recap for the month of May. We're going to try to do this every month and, talk about some shit that's happened this month.
And this time I'm not literally dying on air. I found out what type of friend you really are last month.
Look,
when
man,
I was on death's doorstep. Damn near I brain damage, and you were like, I don't give a fuck.
Why do people say, I
don't give a fuck.
Everybody who does an impression of me talks like that.
Because that's how the fuck you sound.
Are you serious?
That's how the fuck you sound.
I don't hear that.
Oh, of course you don't. It's your voice. That's how
I don't talk like this.
That's how the fuck you sound.
And yet people were telling me, oh, you have an accent, but I can't frame it. Then
I framed it, nigga. The very first time I met you, I framed that shit.
From Africa and French.
What did you say? Your reputation precedes you. I said, this nigga ain't from America.
I know I'm not from around here. That's obvious.
Yeah,
that
clearly.
Should be obvious.
Oh, the Texan came out. You ain't from around these parts, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. I am not. But goddamn, everybody does an impression of me sounds like that.
Yeah, or maybe it's just your ears, and you just think we all sound the same.
Maybe,
but you do talk like that. So
look, I wasn't trying to kill you. I thought because I went to your show. And this motherfucker doesn't have a phone, or he has a phone, but doesn't have internet.
I ain't got no phone.
So he doesn't have a phone, really.
Yeah, he ain't got no phone.
And went to the show because I was like, if I don't hear from him, if I don't go there, he's not going to show up because he has no way to contact me. I have no way to contact him. I was actually downtown. I was having a meeting downtown.
You underestimated me, by the way, on that.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know how you operate. Now I know.
Yeah.
But I thought if you commit with shit, if you commit to something, if you say I'm going to do something, then you do it.
That's
a lot of people don't do that.
Oh, that's me 100%.
They don't do that. See how see? It just came out again. They don't do that.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear it?
Okay.
Oh, shit, I do sound like that.
You sound like that. God. Oh, shit. Okay, you do that.
You got what?
They do that. But yeah, like if you go see, this is I live by that. Like if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm doing it. If I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna come up with excuses.
There's a lot of bullshit motherfuckers in this game though
that
that are real flaky like that, and I don't play that shit. And like that's my thing. My word is my bond. I say I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna be there. And even if you don't hear from me, I'm gonna show up. Like the fuck I said I was going to show up.
Now I know, but it cost me 30 minutes in traffic.
Yeah, but you know what? It was worth it because it
was a good show.
It was a good show, and we got to meet some people and rub some
that's right. I forgot we're at the bar next door.
Yeah, we got to hang out with some folks and stuff, make some connections. That chick that we met, Aaron.
Yeah.
Her and her husband, who was the SpaceX dude.
Yeah.
They came to the Creek in the Cave like not even a week later. I ran into them at the Creek in the Cave.
How did you know them in the first place?
She was at the show.
Well, didn't you tell me that she was somebody in the industry? She was running the show or something?
Her husband is friends with Chevy Chase's daughter, who works who works at the Comedy Store, and they were like, they were regulars at the store, so they know everybody from the store. They were there all the time, and you saw how she maneuvers and moves.
She bought me a drink like right up the top before even asking me for my name.
Right. So she's a mover and shaker or whatnot of sorts. So she knows all the people. She's in cool with a lot of people from the store. Not that she's anybody of any importance.
Right.
But she did introduce to some people. I met the mayor of Roundrock.
Okay.
Who apparently wasn't with his wife. And another politician who apparently wasn't with his wife either.
Roundrock be Wilding.
I know. It was like, well, let me not come around here because apparently you can't bring your wife to Roundrock. So
shit, downtown Roundrock too.
Yeah, don't do that. So yeah, she was, but she was cool peeps. And then they introduced us to that couple that owns the Schoolhouse Pub over in East Austin.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yes.
And so, but then she was at the Creek in the Cave. Like literally a few days later, I was doing a show at the Creek, and her husband were there just checking it out.
They came to see you?
No, they were just there.
Oh, okay.
And I was just happened to have been on the show.
So Aaron and her husband, or the other couple?
No, Aaron and her husband.
Oh, okay, cool.
So and then she told me that apparently she got roofied that night in Roundrock and
God damn it,
a whole bunch of other stuff. But it was just like small world. It's like she decides to go check out the Creek in the Cave, and I'm there that night. So I was like, oh shit. So then we exchanged emails and stuff, and we've been in contact a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, because she seems like good peoples to know.
Yeah, she's like, there's people like that. Like, you get the vibe, like, within 5 seconds, you go, okay, I'm going to fuck with you.
Like, she's the white Karen version of you.
What?
Yeah.
The white Karen?
She's a Karen. Like, she
looks like a Karen.
Right. Oh, speaking of which, Karen Core. Apparently, that's a thing. Have you heard this before?
Karen who?
Karen Core.
Karen Core?
Karen Core.
Like C-O-R-E Core?
Probably, but I think it might also be C-O-R-P Core. Karen Core. Okay. So I met me and Mr. Brown Sounds, my DJ, my brother-in-law.
Uh-huh.
We were at our local drinking hole, and this chick decided that she had to lay all of her white guilt on us.
During the show?
No. We're just hanging out drinking.
Oh.
And this chick lays out her white guilt and immediately tells us, I know I look like I'm part of the Karen Core. And we were like, the fuck? Karen what? She's like, Karen Core. And it's like, oh shit, that's, you know what? Might need to trademark that or some shit. Karen Core. Yeah. Karens.
Yeah. So just, like the community of Karens all over the world,
Karen
all over the
country. That's what she referred to it as, Karen Core.
And why did she apologize? Did she say something?
No, not at all. Like I legit.
She walked across the room and be like,
no. My brother was sitting at the bar with her and her dude, and then her dude got up and they told me to sit down, so I sat down. So it's two brothers and then this white chick, and immediately she just starts apologizing for being white and for like,
wow,
and the power that she possesses.
She recognizes her white privilege,
and she was like apologizing for it and saying, "I know what I look like, and I know," but she's also drunk as shit.
Oh,
and
still,
yeah, and then just to show us her power, because I was like, where is it coming from? And as the bartender's walking by, she just goes, "I need to see your manager," and everybody goes.
She was kidding, right?
And he stops and he's like, he's over there. She goes, see, it worked. And they go, holy shit.
Oh, she bluffed you.
She just wanted to show
that she could do that.
Because she's like, I know what I look like. And immediately, as soon as she said it, everybody just went kind of like Smokey and Craig's like, oh,
shit.
Like, everybody just jumped back.
Yeah.
And she's sitting right next to me. I'm like, so then as soon as she was like, see, I told you, I go, oh shit, it worked. And I looked at the bartender, I go, run. Like, go. Don't even run. Go. Get out of here.
You had a live demo of a Karen.
Yeah. So, and Aaron, who we met in Roundrock, definitely has that appearance.
Yes, she does.
But just like you, she's good at like meeting people and like, you know, getting in good with people. She's got a network. You can tell she's got a very vast network of people that she's met out and about just by, you know, being in places like she was in Roundrock that night. So that's why I say she reminds me of the Karen Core version of Back.
Okay, I'll take it as a compliment, I guess.
That's as close as you're going to get to a compliment from me.
Thank you. In terms of like the power of networking, which you have none. But
did you say I have none?
You have no networking skills whatsoever.
I have skills.
You've gotten better.
I just don't utilize my skills because
No, you don't.
I don't like talking to people.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have to. Okay, I have a question for you. I brought this up on the previous podcast with Katie. I treated myself to Eddie V's last weekend.
Okay.
And Eddie V's is a very fancy spot. If you ever been to Eddie V's?
Come on, man.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
You were talking about like
I know, but let's
carne asada just before we turned on the mic. So yeah, I don't know if Eddie V's is on your radar. I don't know if you let you in at Eddie V's.
Come on, man. Come on,
and
man.
Karen Core lives at Eddie V's.
Yeah, do you think I'm getting into Eddie V's? No, you got in with the accent.
No, I walked in.
You said, may I see your menu? And they were like, oh shit, come on in, you international nigga. Like,
no, have you been to Eddie V's? Yes,
fuck no, I don't know what an Eddie V's. It's a steak shop.
It's next to Antone's.
Okay.
It's a fancy, steakhouse. They also have really good like oysters, stuff like that.
Is it on par with Perry's? Or that same type of environment?
Yeah, like same level of
clientele.
Same caliber of people.
Okay, yeah.
So
I've been to Perry's.
Yeah, so it's like that, but it's more it's more local, I guess, because you have like regulars that go to Eddie V's. So I'm like, fuck it. I went to Creek, and Joe DeRosa was canceled. I mean, not Joe DeRosa was canceled. His show was canceled because he couldn't make it down to Austin. So I did a podcast with Amy Shanker, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm already out. I'm going to go treat myself and go to Eddie V's. And I walk in, I have my hat on. I have, I'm not dressed up really, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm going in. And I know one of the bartenders is one of my boys. Shout out to Gary.
What up, Gary? We see you, boy.
Yeah. So what you have to, next time, just come with me. You'll be
clearly. Yeah.
So I sit at the bar and I'm surrounded by couples. And it's couples, like older couples, like 50s, maybe 60s. And there's maybe like a 10 plus year difference between the man and the woman.
Okay.
And so the question I want to ask you is that when you're in that kind of environment where you're like, hey, there's a bunch of white people, fancy white people who can afford to come here and drop like $90 on a steak.
On just a steak?
Just a steak.
$90 on a steak?
Yes.
Did you drop $90 on a steak?
No, they did not. I got a...
Boy, I'd have been kids meal all day, nigga. I'd have been kids.
You just said you split your sandwich, your daughter's sandwich for lunch. So I don't think a $90 steak is going to... It's way out of your league.
I'm kids mealing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like, give me a Happy Meal. I'll be a
how much for this 2-piece tenders? $25.
No, but they had like the whole, like the platters with the oysters decorated and everything. The drinks are dope as hell. So I'm sitting there, and there's this couple next to me, and they had just met apparently on Bumble 3 months prior.
And they're older.
They're older.
Okay.
So like the man's in his 60s, retired, really cool dude. Plays volleyball. The girlfriend looks gorgeous. And so the question I want to ask you is that when you're in that kind of environment, if you've ever been in that kind of environment, you would assume that as a black man, there's this fantasy of like the wife wants to fuck you, and the husband and the boyfriend's like, yeah, I kind of want my wife to fuck a black dude. Did that thought ever cross your mind in that situation?
Before I answer that question, can we see your Pornhub search history? Like,
interracial cooks. Cook holding interracial.
Yeah. There's a bunch of hot wife and swingers in there. With a
husband sitting on the armchair, just like, yeah, that's right, take that.
So your Pornhub search history is a lot like my Reddit search history. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go to Pornhub, but
neither do I. So I go to Reddit. Yeah, that's just...
There's plenty of other websites that'll do just fine.
No. I'm
not going to list them here, but
I'll tell you, because it used to be Tumblr for me. And then,
Tumblr?
Yeah.
Tumblr was for blog. Oh, there was some porn Tumblr sites. I remember.
There was a lot of naked shit on Tumblr.
You ever heard of Emster? X-Hamster?
Yeah.
X-Video?
But see, I don't want to go to none of them shits, because those shits is all like the porn shits, and there's all the viruses and all of the fucking spyware and all that. They're tracking your data and all that. I go to Reddit or Tumblr because nobody's going there for porn, but there's tons of porn there. And so, like, I don't have to worry about my search history.
Oh, you mean you're one click away from a picture of a car?
Yeah.
Like you can exit quickly. Like, oh yeah, I was reading this blog about the environment.
But not like it. Listen, if I'm looking at porn on Reddit, there's nobody sitting next to me. Okay, like I'm not doing that shit on the bus. Saying. Like,
where's Daddy? In the closet. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I do that in the bathroom. I do that in the bathroom. So, but yeah, so like if you're on Reddit, like that way, I'm always like, I don't want advertising and shit from Google or all that stuff that track all your data.
They don't advertise for porn.
Oh,
for sites you go on?
No, so like I don't want them saying, hey, here's this, or like even suggesting like, here's some lingerie, or here's a dildo, or here's a strap-on, or anything, because of my history.
Because it tracks your activity online. Yes.
So I don't want any of that shit. So I don't use the internet to search my porn. If I'm trying to see some shit, I'm gonna go to Tumblr or Reddit where people are posting shit, but the fucking the analytics aren't keeping track of that and fucking sending, like Reddit might suggest when I go on there, hey, look at this. And I'm like, thank you, Reddit. But if not, I'm not on Facebook going, hey, by the way, we know you're on this site. What do you think about this? You know what I'm saying? Like they track all those analytics, and I'm not trying to have that shit out there. So I use the Reddit and the Tumblr. Now, to answer your question, no, I don't ever have that feeling when I'm around older white people. Like, do they want me to fuck their wife? No, I don't.
You never had that feeling,
no.
even before you were married?
No, I never felt like, no, because, I mean, all this cuck shit is new to me. Like, this, it may have been going on for a long time, but I just found out about cuck shit in, like, the past couple years. So, it never was, like, something in my lexicon of, like, a possibility of things that could be happening. Like, oh, and now, have
you been proposed?
Yes, but not, but not knowing that was a thing. So when it happened, it was like, the fuck's up with these people? You know, like outside of the Fallout. Before it was the Fallout, when it was the New Movement.
Okay.
A couple had made a move on me.
Like how? What? Just
like like the chick was being extra huggy and shit, right?
Was she was drunk?
No.
Did you meet inside? And
yeah, they were at the show.
Okay.
And I performed, and she was like, you know, inside, and I was going outside to smoke, and she being extra huggy and like real close, and then her dude walks up, and I was like, oh shit, well I ain't trying to start no shit, right?
Right.
And he was, and like she's doing it in front of him, like she's twerking on me, like she's
twerking on the sidewalk
like she turns around and she's backing up, and she's like, and this is a white couple, and
there's no music playing.
No,
she's no sidewalk.
No, she's just getting it right, okay. And I'm just like,
oh, this wasn't like, hey, how you doing?
This is like, we've been talking for a few minutes, but now she's like she's grinding on me and shit, like I'm in the stockyards in Fort Worth again. And I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to beef with home. Like I ain't trying to do this, you know?
Right.
So I'm like, immediately whenever shit like that happens, like my mind goes to, I ain't trying to start no shit.
Right.
I ain't trying to start no shit over your bitch. Like I'm just here.
Well, I'm just saying you don't have to act on it, but the thought still crosses your mind.
Well, the thought crossed, like,
because it is a thing.
I'm gonna fuck your bitch. Like I definitely, like, yes, the thought, but it's like she is grinding on me right now. Like it has to come to that point. But I was always a person that never read the signs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, chicks would be hitting on me or like throwing me signs, and it had to be overt. Like you had to damn near like put the pussy on my forehead.
You have to be on your knees sucking the.
Yeah, because I would be like, you know, I didn't catch signs. Like I could peep signs when people are like shooting signals to each other.
Yeah.
But I could never peep it when it was coming to me.
Uh-huh.
So like I've always been like, you gotta make it real. You gotta dumb it down for me to know that like that's what we're trying to have happen.
I want to fuck you.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Get it tattooed on your chest so I know that you meant it, right? Something. So like, yeah, then the dude was just like really cool with this chick on me and shit. And I was like, eh. And then she was like, she pulls out, like, he starts talking to me. And then she goes, this is what you need. And she pulls like some body mist out of her purse. And then right in my face. And then again, I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck was that? And the dude goes, we'll tell you when you wake up. And I was like, the fuck you will?
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, dead ass. And I was just like, I was just like, yo, I'm out. I am out. I walked back into the fucking New Movement. And I was like, yo, if I pass out or anything happens, y'all, like, don't, like, I just, to kind of let everybody know what the situation was. Like, this bitch just sprayed me in my face talking about, we'll tell you what it is when you wake up. I was like, oh, well, that's not any type of way to get me to come fuck your wife. Like, that's not how you do that.
Yo, I just remembered, I was doing the mic down at the Tiniest Bar on Tuesday. That's
Courtney's?
Courtney's joint. And
shout out Courtney.
Yep. Check out his episode. And I'm eating, and there's this white chick is sitting there, but I'm talking like picture. Maybe I told you the story. I'm not sure. But anyway, like picture the platinum blonde, like bimbo looking white chick.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Face is alright, but like she has the body, right? Like she had like, you know, not a bodysuit, but almost like really tight clothes and stuff.
Got you.
And I'm sitting there eating, and she's smoking, and I'm like, you know, I kind of scoot over a little bit, and then she goes, "Oh, are you gonna go up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just gonna have this food." And she goes, "Oh my God, I love comedy," And I always wanted to do it, but I'm too funny. I don't think I could. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, I'm funny. I am so funny. All my friends tell me I'm funny. But yeah, I would love, maybe someday, I don't know, but we'll see. She keeps going on and on. I'm like, bitch, I'm just trying to eat my food and I want to go up, whatever. And then she goes, well, I'm gonna come watch you. And she goes, and by the way, my boyfriend would love you. I'm like, okay. So I go up.
When she said that, did you get like a spidey sense tingling when she said that shit?
Yeah, but I didn't care because I was like, I'm just finishing my food and I'm gonna go up and do my shit.
Gotcha.
Like I didn't think past that.
Okay.
Right. And she kind of sounded stupid. So but anyway, I go up, do my thing, do my 4 minutes, and they were there. And sure enough, her boyfriend was there. Mm-hmm. So they watched my set, and I'm on my way out. And she goes, "Oh my God, it was so funny. You're my new best friend, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, okay. Well, I'm like, "Hey, do you guys go to comedy shows a lot?" And they go, "Well, not really. We live around the corner. But I just came down to get some drinks and waiting for my boyfriend, just hanging out, blah, blah, blah. And we don't really go to comedy shows." I'm like, "Yo, if you don't know much about comedy, there's a bunch of comedy going around. Watch some specials." And the boyfriend goes, "Who do you think we should watch?" I'm like, "Elephant in the Room. Just go to YouTube, just watch that shit. Patrice O'Neal, you'll love it. Dope." Mm-hmm. And she takes my number. She takes my number in front of her boyfriend. So then I had another show down at Indian Roller, Sharp's joint. And I do my set, and I get a call from her. It's midnight, going, "Hey, what are you up to? We're about to get back to the house. Like, you want to come kick it? Do you want to drink some more? What's up?" And I'm like, "Look, I just wrapped up my set. I'm just hanging out here, whatever." And I'm way down south. And she's like, "Well, we should go to another bar and kick it some more." And I'm like, whatever, we'll see. She's like, "Oh, just call me when you're done. Just call me when you think you're gonna leave, and then we'll see what's up." My dumb ass calls. And I said, "Look, I'm going back up north anyway because I live up north, so I can stop on my way. We could stop somewhere and have a couple of drinks and kick it." And she's like, "Oh, well, shit, my boyfriend doesn't have an ID, so we can't go anywhere. So how about you just come to our apartment?" And they live downtown, like 5th Street, like West 5th Street. I pull up. And I was like, "Yo,
this sounds like a terrible idea."
I know. Look, the whole. And I actually told her like an idiot, and I told her, I said, "Look, I ain't trying to get killed tonight. So, like, what are we doing?" It's like, "Yeah, we got some champagne, whatever. We'll just kick it."
Yeah.
So, I pull up, park my car, call her up. She comes down to get me.
Is she wearing a skin tight suit?
The same outfit.
Same outfit?
Same outfit.
Like this bitch, she's a Simpson. She only has this one outfit.
Yeah, it's just one outfit. I mean, it's the same night. So, and she goes,
"Oh, this is the same night."
This is the same night.
I thought this was another night.
No, this is the same night.
So you saw her at Tiny's bar.
Yes.
Then you went down to Indian Roller
to do a set, and then she called me. She called me that night at midnight.
Got you. Okay.
And I'm on my way back up. She's like, "Hey, come on through." And so I get up to she comes to get me, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm trying to live here.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but fuck it, whatever. I'll do it for the story.
I'm not trying to be a skin suit, but
yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know your boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, but he likes you. You thought you were funny, and you just suggested some comedy to watch. It would be dope. Just come on up. So I go up, and they live like top floor, not penthouse, but like the best view of downtown.
Okay.
And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "How do you afford to live here?"
Selling drugs?
Yeah. So the guy's like, "Yeah, I got businesses." That talk. Black dude, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "Yeah, I got businesses. I help."
Oh, black guys don't play that cuck shit.
No. The thing is, he was like, "Yo, I thought you were cool. We could kick it. I mean, I don't know a lot of people in this town, but I do this." I forgot what his business was, but when he starts saying, "Yeah, I got a few businesses," you start thinking, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
And then her and I start talking about just like life in general, like life is too short, you got to live it up, blah, that kind of conversation. So it gets pretty deep. And then he comes in, starts talking, and she goes, "Oh, we should watch some actually, how about, oh, my boyfriend's a rapper." She goes, "Yeah, he's a rapper."
Definitely a drug dealer.
Yeah. He's a rapper. How about can you do another set, another 4 minutes? I'm like, no, you already saw me on stage. Like, I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, he can freestyle. I'm like, and every time somebody says he can freestyle, I'm like, show me. You don't know who you're talking to. I can't freestyle, but I will judge a fucking freestyle. And I'm like, oh, do you have instrumentals? I'm like, cool. So I plug in my thing.
Wait, he can freestyle, but he ain't got no instrumentals?
No. I was like, I got some beats for you.
He didn't have no beats himself?
No.
In his own goddamn house?
No, he didn't.
So shut up.
No, it didn't. The whole time I'm trying to live, remember, I'm like, these people are going to kill me. But so I play like the Shook Ones beat. I played some French beats, and he started freestyling. And we went to their bedroom to do that because that's where their shit is. Look at your face, hello.
Okay.
And mind you, it's by that time it's like 2:30 in the morning.
They could have walked you right into the torture chamber. Hold on. We can hook you up to the Bluetooth in here. Just come down the stairs. Don't mind the plastic wrap on the floor. It's okay.
No,
yeah.
So he freestyles for 10 minutes straight, but it's all right. I mean, it's not it's a lot of, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And nigga as the rhyme, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like egging him on, like, yo, go baby.
Oh, she flip star in this
Oh
shit.
Yeah, she's like
flip star out there?
like from the bed, smoking the joint the whole time. Just, yeah, go babe, yeah, look at him, he can freestyle. And I'm just sitting there just watching.
Question. Did she have her shoes on the bed?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's not a complete heathen then.
Yes. And I smoked a little bit with them. And then I was like, hey, she's like, how about we watch that special you actually recommended? And I'm like, you want to watch Elephant in the Room right now? It's like 3 in the fucking morning. Like, yeah, why not? So we watched it. 10 minutes in, they're cracking up. And
wait, are you watching it in the bed with them? Or are the three of y'all in the bed?
I'm not in the bed. I'm on a chair next to the bed. I ain't sitting on nobody's fucking bed. I'm not doing that.
I don't know what's more awkward, sitting in a chair next to the bed or sitting in between them on the bed.
See, this is the joke when it talks about Susan and the white slave by now. No, I'm not commentating either. Like, I'm literally just sitting there, and then 15 minutes in, they're done. They're pretty much done. They're high as fuck.
Yeah.
They can't even function no more. And I'm just like, hey, you know what? It was nice. But I gotta take my ass home. I'm glad I made it alive. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And the dude walks me down. And he goes, oh, by the way, you have to excuse my girl, man. She's intense and she's flirty and she likes to talk to strangers. But we're cool. I mean, she's a cool chick. I hope we can kick it again. And I remember I had bingo that weekend, and I was like, you guys should come and I'll get you tickets. I thank you for the champagne and having me at your apartment. Thank you for not killing me. Appreciate that. Yeah, and I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah, because he beat her ass.
I'm just saying.
Bitch, if you ever bring another nigga in this house again, I will string you up from the tallest apartment on 5th Street. I'll fucking kill you. I took you out of that trailer park in Houston, bitch. I'll kill you.
I don't know. All I'm saying is sometimes you just do shit for the story.
Yeah.
And that was great. That was fucking great.
Facts. He beat her ass. I just want you to know that you're responsible for some girl getting choked.
I don't care. I got to smoke. I got to watch some dude freestyle horribly. At 2 in the morning, I'm good. I made it alive.
Yeah.
They didn't take anything from me. We had a good conversation, and that's it.
So you kind of made friends, but not really?
But not
acquaintances?
Really. Acquaintances. Like, he's one of those. And he actually, it's funny because, so bingo was that weekend, and he texted me the day before, and it was like, I'm not sure if you're going to make it. And then he texted me again the day after and apologized. Like, yo, man, I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, that's sweet. Blah, blah.
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't know what to think of it when I walked away, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to see you once, and that's it. But then he texted me, but I haven't heard from him since that last text. And nothing.
And you've heard nothing from her phone?
No.
Because she's dead. Like, I ain't going to kill you. This bitch is dead.
I'm just saying, like, it's always weird to me when you're by yourself and the couple comes to talk to you. Like, what is it that, I mean, especially if you're on a date and you're trying to kick it with your girl, with your boy, and then you want to bring somebody to hold the candles and, like, just third wheel it. I'm not into that. I'm really not.
Yeah, I think that's, That's they're not around, so I can say it.
What?
That's some white shit. All right, like that's what white folks do. That shit. They like you ain't never seen some niggas on a date and they've been like, "Yo, what's up?
Yeah,
you Indonesian person.
You're an instant threat if you walk up to a couple.
Yeah, like Mexicans. You don't ever see no Mexicans doing that shit. Like bringing that is some white shit. That's because their guilt forces them to they have even though she's already paying reparations by fucking this nigga every night, and then now but her guilt is so strong that she has to bring.
I remember how she made money. She had a bunch of sugar daddies that would pay for her shit, and the guy was fine with it.
She probably got an OnlyFans too.
Probably.
Yeah, what was her name again? Let me see.
You want to connect? Shit.
No, I'm gonna look her up on Reddit.
I know where they live. I'll take you down there.
No, I'm gonna look her up on Reddit, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so find her on there.
She's not on Pornhub yet.
No. I'm sure they got some pictures of her on Reddit though.
They have amateurs. Amateur section might be in there. I do shit like that just for the story.
Oh, I think all of us do to an extent. I think all of us comics.
How far can I take this?
Yeah. Oh, I've gone pretty far. Whew.
You can't just say that,
Like father me looks back at younger me and goes, "Nigga, how do we make it here?" Like it's
damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I've done a lot of
cucking.
No, not cucking. not cucking, but I've done a lot of. There's plenty of stories of me doing shit that there was so many red flags. Like there's so many reasons to like abort,
not do it.
Jump the fuck off the ship.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna see what happens next.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna see what happens next.
Like my life is boring. I want some action. I need
like when white people want to live extreme, they go hang gliding. When they want they go mountain climbing.
We hang out with them. That's our adventure.
That's what we do. When we want to live on the edge, I just
hang out with white folks.
Get into random white adventures on a Wednesday because that's what they do on a Wednesday. It's not even like they wait till Saturday to do the crazy shit. This shit that's crazy to us, they do that shit on Thursday morning.
When you end up at some white people's house after 2:00 and you've barely met them, some shit gonna happen.
Yeah.
Some shit gonna happen. It's like you'll find out. I mean, goddamn. Yeah, I got some girls too for my 20s.
Oh, so you had Amy Shanker on, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. I love Amy.
No, Amy's dope. It was we did it at the creek.
Okay, you had your shit with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can move my shit. Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't have to come all the way to Pflugerville.
Yeah, but it's better face to face.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah. It's fine. I'd rather not all the time, but I've been trying to get Amy on for a while, so I was like, all right, whatever. I will do it. We'll do it at Creek, and no, it was great. Talked about her hair. Talked about English. She's
got good hair.
Yeah, she does. I said Amy with the good hair. That's how I called it.
She got real good hair. She got that thick shit.
Yeah, she didn't want to put headphones on. It's like, fuck this. It's gonna fuck up my hair. I got a show later. I ain't trying to put the headphones on.
Okay, yeah, no, she got.
She gave me recommendations on my hair loss, everything.
They be knowing.
Yeah, they did.
They be knowing.
They do. Oh yeah, she did. I
like Amy. She's actually doing the show on the 7th.
What? Your come up?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I did tell you guys last time I was here. See how I just flipped this? I'm taking over now. I did tell you guys though last time I was here that I had big news.
This is the Back and Cheatham show.
I had big news is what I told you, and Back just told us all about his exploits in the penthouse.
It's not an exploit, man. I made it alive. Is that the exploit?
With random cucks in Austin. We should call them cucksploits. Whenever
you got cucksploited.
You got cucksploited. I told you all I had news, and the news is that I have a show at the Creek in the Cave now. Mm-hmm. Myself and my brother-in-law, Mr. Brown Sounds. He's a fantastic DJ. If you haven't heard of him, I believe he's one of the best DJs in town. Legit.
That's a big statement to make.
I stand 100% behind it. Like he is good. He's a very.
Let me be the judge of that.
Hey man, you are invited.
No, I will. I'll be at the next one.
And he's gonna have some time to mix and stuff. But he's one of my. I've heard quite a few DJs in town. Mm-hmm. And I always compare them to him, and it's like nah.
Really, Mel, Chicken George, Nick Nack?
I don't know them.
You don't know them. See, you sound like me. Just
I'm hanging out with you. Just rub it off.
See, I do not know them. I don't know them.
I do not know them. They do not.
The bar is high. If when you notice people, the bar is high. But fine, go ahead.
So, anyways, I mean, don't shit on my DJ because
I'm not shitting on your DJ. I don't know him.
Hey, keep my DJ's name
out your
fucking mouth.
All right, Brown. I'll see you, Brown. I will see you. So if you're not good, I'll smack you in the middle of your set.
May 10th, we had the first one to come up at the Creek in the Cave, and this has been an idea that I've had going back to the beginning of Gray Area. This was initially what I wanted to do for Gray Area Live. Mm-hmm. Chad and I had every Thursday at Santa Cruz for the month of January 2021, and Chad had every Thursday in February. And I was like, yo, if we've got Thursdays locked down, like we should do the podcast. And we can build a live podcast audience at Santa Cruz. After those 2 months, that's enough time. We should be able to just keep it going every month. We can have every Thursday. And Chad wasn't having it because he didn't want to do it unless the network was going to be there with the cameras. Of course, he waited till the end of my month to tell me that. So I wasted 3 weeks.
Classic Chad fashion.
Yeah, classic Chad. So then I kind of changed up the idea a little bit and pitched it to the network themselves. And it was around this time last year. It was around late May, early June last year that I pitched the idea. We were going to call it Paint It Black. And they were trying to find a venue because I didn't want a big venue. I wanted a small one. And then for whatever reason, it never came to fruition, probably partly why things ended the way they did. But so then I've had this idea that I've been holding on to since January of last year, just kind of trying to find a way in a space to make it happen.
Can you explain the idea?
I'm going to. So I'm just.
Way to build shit up.
Hello, I'm a storyteller. This is what the fuck I do.
Go ahead.
Y'all aren't bored, are y'all?
They're
not fucking bored.
You heard nobody.
They're enjoying this.
I'm your audience right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. You're a terrible audience. I just want you to know.
I know.
And I want you to understand that this is Welcome at the Come Up. All right. So what the Come Up is, I pitched the show to Rebecca and Colton at the Creek. They loved it. We did a trial run of it on May 10th, and it went very well. The show itself is the idea was kind of like a late night show, right? Mm-hmm. Where instead of having a house band, I would have a DJ, and I would come out, do a monologue, do whatever for a few minutes, and then I would just book one comedian per show. Bring out my featured comedian. They do 20 minutes. When they're done, we sit down on the stage, and I would interview them, but I also have a microphone in the audience, so the audience can be a part of the conversation as well. So if anybody wants to ask a question or chime in or whatever, they'd feel free. They're more than welcome to be a part of the conversation. And then that would be it, right? But when you're doing it at like a club, like you got to fill a 2-hour spot, I had to kind of amend it a little bit. I had to change it up. Because initially it was just going to be like Mr. Brown Sounds would just be DJing before the show, setting the vibe and all that stuff.
Sure.
And then whenever we're ready to start, then we would start the show. But up until then, it would just be him mixing and setting the tone. Because that is his strong point, his strong suit. If you ask me, that's the thing. That's the reason I think he's such a good DJ. He's amazing at reading the room and setting an ambiance. He sets
that is my standard for any DJ.
Yeah, that's your kind of gets out of.
Yeah. That's my lamb. That's my lamb.
That's your lamb. That's your lamb.
That's my lamb. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you fuck that up, if you can't read the room as a DJ, I gotta go.
Yeah, and he's great at it. He's really good at setting a tone, and because I've seen him work in a lot of different environments, and he's really good at just setting the vibe of the room. And then once everybody's kind of like he feels everybody's energy, he can shift it and take it here or there, get experimental with it, do different things. So that's what I want. I want him to have a place where he could just, experiment, be wild, do his shit, and then we do the show. But that doesn't necessarily work when you're going to do it at a comedy club. Right? We got 2 hours. So the show as it stands, the Come Up, what the Come Up is it's a 2-hour show every other Tuesday starting June 7th at the Creek in the Cave, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we have the pre-show, and I have 3 comics come up and do 8 to 10 minutes. which roughly takes up about 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then Mr. Brown Sounds, I turn it over to him, and he mixes for 30 plus minutes. Mm-hmm. And then we start the show, which I already explained. We come out, then our featured comic comes out, and then all that stuff. The first one was with Tony Casillas, and it was...
Tony's is fucking hilarious. I want to have him on.
Tony
is dope.
An amazing podcast guest, but even more amazing comedian and a great person. I love Tony Casillas. Truly love Tony Casillas. And his performance that night made him legendary to everybody that was there. Like, that was one of those shows where everybody left, and you know for a fact that everybody had a good time tonight. There was no questioning, no, I hope they liked it. Everybody there, from the staff to the audience to the performers, had a good time that night. And when we sat down to do the interview portion, I never got to ask Tony a question, because as soon as we started that portion, Chris Reese had, I had the microphone set up in front of the stage on a mic stand. And Chris Reese was like, if you would, I can just walk around to people. They just raise their hands. And I go, you know what, that's a great idea. Because that way, you know, there might be some people that don't want to get up and stand in front of everybody and ask a question.
Yeah.
And if he's just going to walk it to the table, like, fuck it. Like, yeah, that'll work. You know, that'll hit a lot harder. People will be more apt to say stuff. And they were. Literally, as soon as we sat down, he's like, I got a question already. And it was like, cool. So we sat up there for 15 minutes and just fielded question after question from the audience. And it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And it gives comics, especially in that first block, a chance to do some things that they don't usually get to do. Like Ty Wynn got to perform one of his songs. He does like a lot of comedy rap songs. And he got to perform one of those songs because we have the DJ. And him and the Mr. Brown Sounds had history. In fact, Mr. Brown Sounds had his tracks on his computer already. So,
okay.
Because they've worked together before. So he was like, yo, can you do that one? He's like, I got you. Pulled it up, dropped the track, and Ty did his song. So it gives, you know, comics a chance that if you have like music cues, stuff you want to try, here's a chance to try it, right? So it's super. I'm so glad the first one went well. And Amy Shanker is going to be our feature comedian on June 7th. So June 7th, 9 o'clock, you hear her here on the Feedbak, and then you can come see her perform at the Come Up June 7th. And then June 21st, we've got Derek Poston as our feature comedian.
Nice.
So
I hope this comes out before June 7th.
I hope it does too.
I think it comes out that morning.
I hope so, because I would love to see all of y'all there. In fact, I need you niggas to show up.
All right, all 7 of y'all, I'm going to need y'all to pull up on a Tuesday night.
Listen, hey, I tell you what, if you show up and you tell me that you found out about the show from the Feedbak.
Oh, wow.
I will let your ass in for free.
Okay.
If you show up and tell me you heard about this on the Feedbak, bam, come on in, enjoy the motherfucking show. I'll pay for the ticket myself.
This is the longest plug I've ever had, but a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a very good one.
It's a good one.
Because it's not just a plug. It's a real story. It's
yes.
This is a real journey. This whole thing has been a journey to get to here.
You know what? And I asked you when you told me, I was like, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second, anything. This is this always been my goal with events, and when I see other people doing events, is this a one-way kind of event where the crowd just sits there and takes it? Or is there some level of engagement from the audience?
Oh, we got to.
And look, it's called a Feedbak for a reason. Because everything I do involves the audience.
Right.
Bingo, I used to do this podcast live. People call in. So anybody who does something like, yo, audience votes, audience asks questions, something that when they walk out, like, I was actually part of the show.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that I enjoy. And so I commend you for that. Congratulations.
It was important for me that I had that we had the audience participation, and not just like, so in the first one, it wasn't just during the Q&A portion. Mm-hmm. The shit started well before then. And once they realized there was a live mic they can talk into, it changed the whole night. Keep in mind though, when they found that out, it was after Mr. Brown Sounds had did his set. He was spinning, right? Uh-huh. So, the thing I like about having that little intermission there, if you want to call it that, is that everybody got up, went and got their drinks, went outside and got high, smoked cigarette, went to the bathroom. When they came back in, they were a little tight at the beginning of the show. After the intermission,
assholes loosened.
Oh, completely loosened. Everybody was loose after that. They kind of stretched it out. Now they're ready for their headliner and some fun. And I'm up there I had like a whole thing planned out that I was going to do with Mr. Brown Sounds. And I read the room and I was like, this ain't going to work. Like, I was like, because they're a little loose now, but at the same time, it's just like, they were a little chattier. And there was a guy sitting right in the front, and he's being extra chatty with me while I was up there. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, well, this is supposed to be later in the show, but there's a microphone right next to you. Why don't you just grab that? And he grabbed the microphone, and he turned it on, and then he started talking. And you can feel the energy around the room of everybody going, oh, shit. It's like that? Immediately they're like, oh, we can get a microphone and say some shit? And so he sat there.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He sat there and laid out his fucking Tom Cruise Scientology conspiracy theory for the entire audience.
Wow, he got shit to say.
I mean, look, when he took the mic, he sat back, threw his leg up, like crossed his leg. This nigga got comfortable. Like
he's been waiting for this.
He's been waiting to drop this on somebody. And he went through his whole thing, how he liked Tom Cruise back in the day, even though he couldn't name any Tom Cruise movies from back in the day. And then when he was like, fuck Tom Cruise and Scientology's evil, he went through this whole shit. And as soon as he got done, this chick in the back yells out, we like bottoms over tops. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
what the hell does that mean?
I recognized it. That's a hood rat call. That's a hoochie call.
What?
I'm from San Antonio. I've hung out with a lot of hood rats. I speak hood rat.
Bottoms over tops?
Yeah.
As in what?
So back in the day, if she was like, our age, she would have yelled out, face down, ass up.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what she would have. Yeah, that's what she would have yelled out back in our day. But it's 2022, so she's all bottoms over tops. And it's like, oh shit, bitch, you hood rat as fuck right now. Where are you from? Corpus?
Okay, where you find these people?
That's what Tony asked me on stage.
Yeah, what the fuck are these people? I mean, look, I know people know you. People see you around moseying and shit, going to your shows randomly like, oh, yeah, he's here. Is this a fan base? Or is people that like...
If it is a fan base...
You like that fan base?
Niggas new to me.
I had fans, goddamn.
Yeah, listen,
but you know what?
At this point... I have to own the fans I have if I have any.
That's fine. I'll take any fans.
I'll take anything right now. I can't be too selective.
What I'm saying is, if you were to find out, let's say you had, I don't know, when people buy tickets, like, how do you find out about this shit? I always ask people that.
Yeah.
Like, what is bingo or even like a comedy show? I'm like, how do you find out? Either, I was strolling down the street and I walked in, or we come here on Tuesdays, or we actually looked up. We're comedy fans. It'd be interesting to find out who these motherfuckers are.
Right.
Because if they had that good of a time, they'll be back, and they'll bring more people.
Yes.
And now when you can go like, oh, it's all. I hope they're not just in town for one night, and then they're just like, yeah, there's a convention down the street, so we walked up, and then all 30 of us just bum rushed the spot, and then next week ain't nobody there.
Right. And then it's like, well, that's fantastic.
But if that's the case, go to the Hilton down the street.
Oh.
And then go to Indigo up the street, and then be like, yo, I got this thing going on. It's on a Tuesday. So if you know people who are in town for a convention or whatever, tell them this is the place to be.
That's fucking brilliant.
You're welcome.
So back, I got a job for you.
Am I getting paid? Is my first question.
I'll get you some stage time.
That's my currency? God damn. That's my pay. No, but seriously,
that's brilliant though. That's fucking brilliant.
Because you're on a dead night. If it was a Saturday, no way. Right. Because it's people who go out, they don't really venture much on the weekend unless you're just in town. But if it's on a weekday, you go out with a purpose.
Right.
And you're like, hey, I'm going to go within like a 3-4 block radius. I mean, let's be fair. There ain't shit in a 3-4 block radius on the Tuesday other than Tuesdays at Barbarella.
Okay.
As far as shit that's going on. Or maybe a show up on Red River, but on the Tuesday, there's not much in that area, right? Empire doesn't really do shows on Tuesdays. So there's nothing else. So for people who are just in town for that night, just tell the concierge, you the motherfucker supposed to tell people what's up. This is what's up.
You give them a flyer or something?
Yeah, a flyer or whatever.
Do I gotta slip them some money?
You don't have to. They'll live for that. Like concierge at hotels love being the, hey, I know shit, even though they don't. They don't even venture out. But their job is to find out what's going on. So when people come through, they can tell them, this is the restaurant. This is the place to be. You want hookahs? This is the spot on whatever night. That's their job. It's in their job description.
Bet.
And there's a head concierge who actually has to go out to like neighboring businesses and say, and build those relationships so that when maybe there's a kickback, sometimes you do that. That's rare, but that's really like up there when it comes to like working a deal with the businesses.
Yeah.
But I'm always surprised that even music venues who are across the street from hotels don't go, hey, how about you help us promote your shows and we'll give you a kickback on something, whatever. But I'm saying, especially on a Tuesday, that's easy sell.
Done. Because you know what? School year is over. I got nothing but time on my hands. So I think I can make that happen.
Make friends with the concierge. Indigo.
I'm going to roll up in
Hilton,
there with the kids.
Hilton, Marriott, Weston, within like a 3-4 block radius, and you're good.
Oh, that's going to happen.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Look at
I better get that fucking stage time.
Bitch, you better get your ass in that hotel. titty, strut. Get in that hotel. Give me goddamn concierge.
And that's where it's at, man.
No, that is fucking great. Legit. I am definitely gonna take you up on that. That's.
You do it. I ain't doing shit. I give you the idea. You run with it.
You did, and that's thinking outside the box.
Just give me credit at some point. Like, thank you for coming. If you shout out the back, listen to the feedback.
I tell you what,
and then you help me grow my audience on your show.
If anybody shows up at the show from listening to this episode, then I'll give you all the credit in the world. So you better get your people to bring their ass. Just tell people to say that they heard it here.
You know what? I'm gonna show up and I'll be at the door.
I heard about this on the feedback.
Hey, tell me you heard on my show. Don't worry about the show. Just don't worry about my show. Just tell me you heard them, and it's all free for everybody. I would post up on 7th and Red River. Where you going? Creek.
Here's the thing.
Tell me you heard about it from the feedback. You get in for free.
If it packs the house out, I'll eat that bill.
Really?
If it packs the house out, I'll eat that bill.
No, because you know what? That's literally me barking for you.
I'll eat that bill.
Okay.
If you sat out there and got a bunch of people to come in and say they heard it on the feedback, I will eat that bill gladly.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes. Yeah, I'll end up paying the goddamn club. They're like, we ain't make no money off this shit.
Look, I told you that the past episode, that couple at Eddie V's that I was talking to, after their meal, I was like, what are you guys doing next? And they're like, oh, I just got to be home at 11:30. I'm like, why don't you come up the creek for a show? And we walked the creek, and they sat down, saw a show. And I told Rebecca, I said, I just barked for you at Eddie V's.
Thank you.
No, I mean, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm one of those, maybe I should charge, but when I see people doing things that they're passionate about, I understand, and I want to support however I can, even if I don't get much back. But it's relationship 101.
100.
And I told you that.
Yes, 100. There was something else that was going on this month.
I want to talk about, have you listened to the Kendrick album?
I was supposed to do that. I haven't, dude, like, listen here. Since the last time I was on here, I feel like I have just been spinning plates. Like, I am all over the place. Like, I am.
Well, you got a job.
I got a job, and
as a substitute school teacher.
I'm a substitute. I've been the whole month of May. I was
Mr. Cheatham. Can I go to the bathroom?
They don't even know my name.
How they call you, Mr. Black?
No, just Mister. I was like, bitch, this ain't the color purple.
You know, that's insulting as fuck, Mister.
Nah, I'm over here like Danny Glover and shit. Shut up, Harpo. So I've been doing that, but like with adding that to my plate, it seems like there's just so much shit going on right now. And so it's like constantly like I got time to focus on this, and like 3 people told me I got to listen to the Kendrick album, and I have every intention of doing it. I just haven't had a chance.
Well, you can't play it on your phone because you don't have internet.
Yeah, not here, but at home I got internet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, don't be an asshole now.
No, but you have kids. I mean, it's one of those things you have to sit down and listen. I don't know if you have enough time.
Yeah,
quiet time.
Listen, I have my quiet time is when everybody goes to bed.
Quiet time's for Reddit.
You
have to split. You don't have to like.
I get Reddit in when I can get Reddit in. Get
Reddit in.
That's kind of like
get Reddit in.
I get it in when I can. No, like when everybody goes to bed, that's when I have like me time. And so like that's part of why I'm up so late all the time. Like I am a night owl by nature.
Yes,
but even more so because
so my body goes. Get your ass.
Tell us now, nigga. And you done.
Yeah.
I sleep on the couch a lot because it's just now, nigga. You're done.
I'm watching the show and I pass out. I'm like, what happened? I'm trying to rewind. Let me rewind this. Okay, and I watch the same thing like 20 times, and I'm like, I give up.
I've been watching U.S. Marshals for the past 4 days, and I keep on. Like I think every time I just started maybe 10 minutes further than the last time I started it.
Oh, I watched a horrible movie this month. The Bodyguard's Wife.
Oh, the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Reynolds. Oh my God, it's so bad.
Why'd you hate it? Did you not like the Hitman's Bodyguard?
The first one was alright.
Yeah, the first one was straight.
But this was garbage.
It was just a bunch of
silly
fun.
The quips are bad. The action sucks. It's just over the top for no reason.
Yeah.
And the ending sucked.
Listen here. Anytime I get a chance to spend an hour and a half looking at Salma Hayek, I don't give a fuck about the content.
But see, I kept falling asleep. And I kept waking my ass up, rewinding.
Because you an old nigga.
No. Because it's like 1 a.m. and I've been working. And I'm like, I'm going to watch this. It's going to take, I'm going to finish it. It's been 3 days.
It's because you just got home at 3 o'clock in the morning from some random couple's penthouse. And now you're trying to watch a fucking Samuel L. Jackson movie.
And it's a mindless movie.
It's supposed to be.
I want to, I know, but I'm trying to at least enjoy it, even though there's nothing to it. But I keep passing out. And I'm like, no, I commit.
Did you watch his other movie that's on HBO?
The Adam Project? No,
not Adam Project. That's on Netflix.
That's Netflix, yeah.
New Guy? No, not New Guy.
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
No, I haven't yet. I like the premise.
I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it.
I'm going to watch it because I love video games and I like the concept. I hope they don't fuck it up. And I like Ryan Reynolds.
I really like
Deadpool. Reynolds. And then maybe a couple other ones. But
like in Waiting when he had the tuck job going on?
Yeah.
He had to pull back?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good.
The bat wing?
I don't remember that part.
Pull the skin and the bat wing.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
And the goat.
No, I just told you I don't remember.
Spread the cheeks.
I worked in not a go-to. Yeah, I know you did.
I worked in a restaurant that was very raunchy at the time that movie came out.
Oh, you did all this stuff in the movie at the restaurant?
I got into a party doing the goat once.
What is the goat?
It's when you take your junk and you push it behind, and then you bend over and you spread your cheeks.
How's that a goat?
It's called the goat because if you pull it off, that's like a goat maneuver. If you pull that off.
Oh, it's the greatest of all time goat.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So we knocked on the door, and when they opened it, we was all goading them, and they were like, the goat! God damn it, get in here! All right.
Okay, I'm not watching that movie again.
It's a great party.
Well, let me tell you about the Kendrick joint because, and you don't have to listen to it. Well, put it this way. A few things I appreciate about Kendrick is that like you don't hear from him for 5 years or whatever, and then drop something. Unlike those other artists that like they gotta stay relevant and they gotta pump shit out and they gotta be on social media and beef on live and all
we haven't heard from Kendrick basically since Black Panther, right?
I think so. I can't say that I'm a Kendrick fan to begin with.
Okay.
I'm not. Like I always it's like he's everywhere. Like it's one of those there's a consensus that Kendrick is a dope rapper. Period. Like everybody agrees on that.
Yes.
Right. Musically, in terms of what he talks about, in terms of his rhyming, like he's like up there. Because when people say, best of all time, they're like right now, and they go Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. Those are the three musketeers of like top rappers
right now.
Yeah, like past 10 years.
Man,
that's bad, right?
Yeah.
It is bad compared to like the 90s. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I was listening to it. And I didn't listen to Pimp a Butterfly or any of that stuff, just the ones that you hear all the time, right? But I have a problem with when I'm trying to listen and I don't understand what they're saying. Mm-hmm. Like he almost mumbles a lot.
Okay.
And on some songs. Okay. But he has like different voices throughout the album. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's like he's reciting. And to me, when I listen to a record, the melody got to catch me first. Like the beat got to catch me. And I'm like, oh, the beat is dope. So let me pay attention to the melody of the rhyme, and then let me pay attention to what he's actually saying. Like that is the
order in which you consume.
Yeah. Or if the beat is very simple, you got to say some shit.
Right.
But I didn't get that with this one. It wasn't. I didn't. You have to listen to it, and we're going to talk about it next month. But
did you like Damn though?
I didn't even. I know Humble. That's all I know.
Really?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a Kendrick fan.
So, like,
you want to take my black card now?
No, not at all. I mean, because I didn't really start rocking Kendrick until Damn, and okay. I knew a few. So I heard plenty of Kendrick. I guess the same shit that everybody else heard,
like Rigor Mortis and King Kunta and like those songs. All right.
Yeah. The Poetic Justice, that was my shit. That was
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Yes, yeah. That. But Damn, I was like, people kept saying. I kept hearing that's one of those joints you just put on and let it play, and I was like, I just got Tidal, and I was like, fuck it, let's see what it's talking about. And I listened to Damn at work like
on a loop.
Yeah, like I would just put on the Damn album at work.
But did you give it the proper listen where you actually like pay attention to what he's saying?
Yeah, so like
really try to like process that.
At the time, I was working at a place where like I was working at my job that I worked at for 11 years. So when I would put it on, it was like I was in the warehouse and I'm doing a job that I've been doing for like a decade. So it wasn't a lot of effort, right? It was pretty mindless. And I would just put on Damn, and I was able to just go. You know, like I would put stuff on, and I would be more focused on that. And because you listen, you know how it is. You put on an album, and you might pay attention to a couple songs the first time, but the more you listen to it, you start picking up all these nuances and little details and stuff in the songs, and actually listening to stuff. Right. So I had enough time to go through that whole process over like a couple of months of listening to it at work, and it was basically just me by myself with my thoughts and the album. And I really got into Damn. Like there was definitely, I mean, like, yeah, there's like, it is one of those ones you can put on and let run, but also when you find your favorite songs on that album,
like you find, like when you listen to the entire album, you hope that there's one track. You're like, oh yeah, this is it for me. This is the track.
That used to be the thing, I think.
It used to be. Because, I mean, you listen to Mobb Deep album and you hear Shook Ones, you're like, oh, yeah, this is it.
Quiet Storm, that's it.
Yeah, like, this is going to be the one, right?
Yeah, you go to the Best Buy, or if you're up north, you go to Media Play, and you go get your CD for $9.99. If you go day of, you're going to pay $13.99 or $14.99 at Best Buy the day the shit drops, and you maybe get one or two tracks off of this fucking CD that you just spent $15 on.
Right.
If you're like me, you spend all your tips from the day buying a bunch of CDs just to get 6 songs, right?
If you're like me, you download the shit.
We're talking 90s though. We're talking old school. We're talking old school.
Oh.
We're talking old school. How albums used to be. You would get an album and be 14 tracks on there, and
listen to 2 of them.
You only listen to 2 of them shits, right?
Yeah.
Nostradamus.
Oh,
Nostradamus.
I didn't own that one.
I did.
Why?
I did, because I was like, you know what? Everybody keeps talking shit about Nas. Everybody keeps talking about Nas is the shit, and I didn't really see it. Illmatic was dope, but it was like, fine. You know what? Fucking Nas. You want to drop some shit, nasty
Did
Nas?
You like I Am?
The album?
Yeah.
It was alright. I mean,
but Nostradamus was weird.
It was very weird, but I bought it. And then he had the song with R. Kelly. Picture us married, you and me, K-I-S-S-I-N-G. I remember the first time, girl, you and me.
Yeah, you owned it. Listen to it more than one. You listened to it more than once.
I did, because I paid for the album. You goddamn right I listened to it more. Yeah. Murder, murder, murder. Kill, kill. What the fuck, Nas? What are you doing? Like, yeah, man. I listen. Okay. Nasty Nas to Esco to Escobar. Nostradamus. This nigga. That shit was. Yeah, I bought it. You goddamn right. I listened. And when it got stolen, I wasn't upset. I wasn't looking for the nigga that stole that CD.
But if it was stolen Illmatic, somebody died that day.
Oh no, nigga! If they'd have stole my Ludacris CD.
Oh really?
Oh, the first Luda.
Oh, back for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this one had all the shit on the radio, like
Oh, that.
Okay, so what's the last album you heard that was dope, beginning to end?
Besides the Kendrick?
Yeah.
Besides Damn?
Yeah.
Young Jeezy, Recession.
Never cared.
Oh, that's my shit.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know Young.
You see how quickly I dropped that? Too?
Yeah, I know. I thought you were about to go like 2008.
No. That is like 2008, 2009. Oh. Young Jeezy, Recession. The Recession.
I said, okay, past 10 years.
Nigga, that's...
2009 is not 10 years ago. It's
okay, well, you know what? Because there was nothing else in the last 10 years.
I have one.
That's the last one for me, is the Recession.
Have you
that I can put on and let it play all the way through.
You heard that Busta one that came out a couple of years back?
No.
Actually, pretty good.
I mean,
I was impressed.
Jay's shit, but I mean, like, that's if you rock with Jay.
I don't
anymore. So
no, look, I just went back on the ground within the past 3 years because I'm tired of Kendrick, Cole, Drake. I'm like, all right, we get it.
Like 444 was like one of those ones, but I can't listen to that. So
any Kanye?
I've listened, but I don't think
Life of Pablo, whatever that thing is.
I don't think any of his albums.
I sound like I'm shitting on everything.
It does sound like you're shitting on everything. I guess the last.
I'm just not. I'm not that dude.
If you're gonna do Kanye and Jay, then do Kanye and Jay. That album was actually pretty good. Watch the Throne.
Okay.
Watch the Throne was like, I had heard like, cause that's back when I was using G-Tunes, and I had like downloaded. We had the G-Tunes conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I had already downloaded like all of these tracks, and then come to find, I was like, oh, this is like the whole album. I pretty much downloaded the whole fucking album, so then I went and listened to the album. I was like, oh, like literally, that's all those songs are on my phone.
2011.
Watch the Throne?
Yeah.
That's close enough.
I'm just giving you shit.
Listen. After COVID, we get that.
Didn't you skip those years?
A decade is now 13 years. Because I had to get those other two back. So
okay, yeah, we just skip. I did not turn 38 and 39.
No, that happened. But as far as recollection goes, you got to add 2 more to the decade. But yeah.
But anyway, just check it out. I'd like to hear what
you were like the third person to be like, I want to hear what you think. So
no, honestly, I don't put it up there because I respect anybody who brings something new to any kind of genre of music, especially hip hop, right?
Yeah.
If you're the kind of beats that he had, some of them are not even beats. It's just like somebody playing the piano over and over again, and you trying to pay attention to what he's saying, but he mumbles half the time, and it's hard to catch up. There's another one. You're gonna appreciate that one. That's the one when he has a fight with his girlfriend, and it literally turns into "fuck you," "well, fuck you too," "well, fuck you, nigga," "well, fuck you, bitch." That's like a solid 15 seconds on that song. I'm like, how avant-garde you trying to be to where it's literally a couple fighting?
I think
that's like.
I think Kendrick has moved into a new space of like, and it's fine in your exploration of yourself as an artist. If you want to move into a new space and try some new shit out, and just because you are doing that doesn't mean that niggas got to ride with you. Like, you know, when I believe it or not, don't know if you know this about me, huge Neo fan. Right?
Neo?
Yeah.
Don't say like that. Yeah.
Well, it's ridiculous, like how huge of a Neo fan I was at one point. And
give me like 3 Neo songs.
Like any? Sexy Love because
give me 5. Give me 5.
Okay. Sexy Love because of you. Mirror, Miss Independent, and 1 in a Million. You want more? I can keep going. Because both of us are mad for nothing.
Go ahead, say it one more time.
I said, Sexy Love because of you.
Mm-hmm.
1 in a Million. I'm in Love. Mirror. Lazy Love.
Okay.
Neo. Miss Independent, of course. Closer.
Okay. Yeah, I think you made your point. I was looking at it. I can't name one.
Oh, I can.
It's okay.
If you gave me 1 minute, I can probably give you 20 Neo songs in a minute.
Wow.
Probably, yeah, like legit. If
I'm learning.
Oh, here's the thing. I'll tell you the story because you love hearing him.
No, because here's the thing about Cheatham. Cheatham will start singing at a club out of nowhere. Nobody asked. Nobody's even looking, and he'll just break out and start singing along like he's on karaoke night by himself.
I enjoy myself.
Yeah, but no, hey, all power to you. I do the same thing, but with better songs. But
I will slap my water on your keyboard. What the fuck, this nigga?
No. Because you're an R&B fan.
I'm coming.
Every time I've seen you do that,
I'm coming to grips with that. Yes.
Every time I've seen you do that, it was an R&B track.
That's single mother household. That's what.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes.
Fine.
I will tell you a story that I know because you do enjoy a good Cheatham does something to embarrass himself story.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to share this one?
Yeah, I give a fuck.
All right, go ahead.
Let's do it. I went to see Neo live in concert here in Austin at the Frank Irwin.
You know what? It's not as bad as the Will Smith one. But go ahead. It's all right. Go ahead. It's up there. It's up there.
So I go there.
How old were you?
Oh, this is Neo. So this is when that album was out with Mad and so this is 2000. Let's say 2010.
Mad came out.
And what was the name of that album? It's not Libra Scale. That was the last one, and that's where he lost me a little bit.
The song is Mad?
Yeah. It's the album before Libra Scale.
Yeah, Year of the Gentleman.
There you go. Year of the Gentleman. That was a great album.
Okay.
And so it was like 2010-ish.
Uh-huh.
And
2008.
So 2000.
That album came out in 2008.
2010-ish. I'm going to see him in concert.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go ahead.
Like 2009, 2010.
You were right in there, front row and everything.
No, not even. I was sitting back a little bit. Here's the thing. It was him and Fabulous. I was running a little late.
Oh, Western Fabulous was
trash. He was booty. He was big booty. Yeah. So I will tell you why. Because Neo just had his child that day. His first kid was born that day.
Uh-huh.
So because of that, he had to get back home. So he's supposed to be headlining, and he ended up going first because he needed to catch a plane, get back home. So I'm there with my homegirl. We're watching the show. We get in. When we walk in, he's singing Mad. I'm like, Neo's already going? What the fuck? And we watch the concert and shit. And have you ever audibly showed signs of enjoyment without intentionally doing that? Like you ever made a noise?
I'm always in control now.
And didn't mean to make the noise? So it's the end of it's the end of his set. He's at the end of his set, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's going into the pit bull joint, right?
I don't know, but go ahead.
The song he had with Pit. Tonight, give me all of you.
Oh
tonight.
Yeah. That's when he fell off.
Yeah, that's about where he started.
Yeah.
But at the moment he was still hot, and he takes his jacket off, and then he throws it in the crowd, and I didn't mean to, and I just go, ah! And I saw it come out of my mouth, and I couldn't stop. It was, ah! And I even stuck my arm out because I tried to pull the words back in. I was like, ah!
I thought you meant you stuck your arm out to actually catch the jacket.
I was too far to catch it, but legit, I was a little upset that I didn't. But
you develop a superpower right then and there, like, gotcha, bitch.
My homegirl and all the random people that we didn't know around us all turned and looked at me because it's been great, Austin. It just came out. I couldn't. Oh shit! No, I did it.
I hope somebody caught that.
And the beat's still going. And I'm like, ah!
Okay, this is worse than Will Smith. This is worse than getting jiggy with. I'm sorry, man.
Happened. It happened. It legit.
Man.
I'm honest with you, Beck. I'm honest with you.
No,
my boy.
I appreciate it.
I'll tell you all the shits. I know, a piece of my manhood died that day. Like somebody could have just came
a big piece,
and took my card and been like, yeah, we're going to hold on to this.
Yeah. You're done. You're done. You're taking everything, your dick, your balls, everything.
You just scream. You thought you was gonna fuck this bitch? Not tonight.
You on a date?
Not tonight.
Were you on a date or?
Nah. It wasn't like that. It was just a homegirl.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was like, yeah.
I did this. This is way worse than getting jiggy with it.
Oh, yeah, man. I've had many moments, but that legit happened. It was just, I don't know why, or for what reason that him taking his jacket off. But you want to know what's even worse?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I just remembered there is a worse.
Did you snatch the jacket from whoever got it?
No. Thing is,
on the way out?
Two things that happened. I do recall actually saying I just wanted to know what it smelled like. That happened. Second thing is,
wait, as a joke.
Second thing that happened.
You ain't going. No.
Nigga, don't act like you don't want to know what Neil smelled like back then.
No, I don't.
He was probably wearing some good shit. He probably had some cologne you ain't never. I was like, I just want to know so I can buy that cologne. That's so I can.
You know what? I hope you got that jacket eventually.
And then second thing, I actually I know the person that got the jacket, or at least got their hands on it. Yeah, no, he had it. And it was a friend of mine that was also at the concert, and I told him about it, and he's like,
"You want to smell my hand?"
I have a Lion Babe story with that.
Did you smell his hand?
No, I didn't smell his hand because I didn't see him the night of the concert, but he told me like the next day, like I got Neo's jacket. I go, oh shit, what? Because they threw it. And like this chick was jumping for it, but he was taller, and he grabbed it, and he was like, "Nah, bitch." And then I think he ended up giving it to somebody because he was like, "I'm a dude. Why I want to keep Neo's jacket?" And I was like, "You could have gave it to me."
I'm gonna go to your house.
I mean,
and then you're gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna snatch that shit, and then
you'll never see me again. It's way too small, but I'll wear the fuck out of Neo's jacket.
I want to know what he smells like.
Miss Independent. Fucking jacket on, doing a little shoulder.
It's a size small, so it don't fit you right, but you still wear it.
Listen. I was Neo for Halloween one year. Me and my wife's first Halloween together. Because this is my thing. I'm not buying costumes. I'm gonna look in the closet and see what I can put together.
Yeah.
And I had just got me a nice little fucking hat. This is back when I used to like rock those little derby hats and shit.
Like D-Nice hats, like that kind of shit?
Yeah, like the shit that Neo stole my dance moves. He stole my hats. He stole my fucking look. I don't say I hate him because he did it better than me. But that was all my shit. That was all that fucking step he does in the video. That was my stuff. And anyways,
the PTSD is real, man. Some shit
the hats. I was rocking them hats. I was getting them shits at K&G. Fucking let's get this shit to K&G for $9.99 or $19.99, $15.99. I got some Kangol shits. Anyways, I was rocking all that shit, and so I had the hat and shit, and I looked, and I had a little cardigan, and I had this nice. I used to have some dapper shit that I would wear. Now I just wear.
And now look at your t-shirt.
I wear a t-shirt and a fucking cap, but yeah. So I had I will show you the picture because I have it. We have a picture of it because I was holding. Somebody showed up as like a wrestler and they let me hold their championship belt. And I saw there's a picture of me in my Neo Halloween outfit with this championship belt on, and I will find it and I'll show it to you. But it was really fucked up because every time, like we went to a couple Halloween parties and like I went to like this one party I go to every year, and everybody it was like white folks and they're like, "Who are you? Who are you supposed to be?" You're all, and I'm like, I'm Neo. And they're like, "Who?" And I was like,
"You mean the Matrix?
You're
way off. You're way off."
No, I go, "Neo, like Neo, the singer." And they're like, and I go, "I'm Justin Timberlake." They go, "Oh, I see it." I was like, what type of bullshit? I tell them I'm Neo, they had no idea.
You know what? It would have been fly if you said, "It's just Saturday night. That's how I dress."
Yeah, well, I was in costume, and I look.
It don't matter if you like if you're a Neo fan, this is just a Tuesday.
It
should just be a Tuesday.
I mean, I wore that shit often, but it was I put the whole cardigan with the tie and fucking. I was looking like I was straight out of.
Yeah, this is bad. This is worse than.
Baby girl, you're so one in a million. You are.
Give me your card. Just give me a goddamn card. Give me your card.
Baby, you're the best best I
You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna come to the come up, and I'm gonna request a song from your best DJ in the world, brother-in-law, and you're gonna have to perform a Neo song in front of everybody.
I don't give a fuck. First of all, secondly, you think he's on your side? You think he's gonna let me come out there and do a goddamn?
You're a fan. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it is.
No. I have a kitchen and a bathroom for that.
No.
Where I can hit all my spin moves.
I can do all the moves. You just laid your soul just now to our audience about how much you love Neo.
As we're talking, more Neo songs are flooding my brain, and I'm about to turn into a goddamn karaoke machine.
When you're on the way down to the creek tonight, guess what you're gonna be playing in your car?
Probably Neo.
Exactly.
And so it's gonna be a Neo and R. Kelly mix. I'm being real.
We're helping you.
It's not helping me. I'm helped.
Okay,
See, it's one thing if I was like suffering from an infliction.
Let it out. You already did.
I do that though.
Okay, let's do it at the next come up.
I don't need to do it at the come up.
No, you don't need to, but we want you to.
Because I do it on a Saturday because it's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it is just Tuesday.
It is.
Bring out your outfit.
No.
God, man.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be dapper. I wore my white linen pants to the first come up. I had my white linen.
I saw that. I saw the picture.
My dick print Brad Pitt pants.
He actually dressed up for his own show. Give it up for him.
My Brad Pitts on. That's what I call those linen pants. Those are my Brad Pitts. By Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh man, this is good.
Did you ever see Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
With
Brad
maybe.
and Angelina.
I probably fell asleep. So I rewinded it 5 times and gave up.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's good. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is good.
I like the concept, but it didn't hold me. I'm picky when it comes to movies, man. I'm like, I have to like. It has to be engaging.
Nigga, how to stop, time out, pause.
What?
I'm picky when it comes to movies, but I'll watch the fuck out of a spaghetti western. Like,
because
wait,
because it holds my attention. It's no, it's not corny.
It's as the shit we have now that you say that you don't that puts you to sleep.
But you know what? But Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer don't have to try hard.
They caught you at a good time in your life where you were impressionable. And that's why you hold them in high favor.
Exactly.
But it's on par with a hitman's wife's bodyguard.
No.
Yeah. No. Story-wise.
No. This didn't catch me at a good time then. Because I'm a grown man and this is like, I'm over this shit. But Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer, that was my dope shit the first time you came on.
Yep.
Check that shit out, man. It is hilarious. If you like slapstick, it's the fights. The fights are funny. I'm tired of like just guns and car chases.
Have you ever seen The Raid and The Raid 2?
What?
The Raid and The Raid 2.
No, you told me about that, I think.
Yeah, so like me and my wife watched The Raid 2 this week. Actually, like yesterday or the day before. Sunday we watched The Raid 2 because we hadn't seen it in forever because I don't know where my DVD is. It just disappeared. Like in the case for The Raid 2 is The Raid 1. So I don't know where The Raid 2 is, but it's on Hulu now. And we watched that shit the other day and she was like, yo, I forgot how good this shit is. Like, my wife was in it. She was in it deep. And I was like, nigga, this is why I fuck with you. All right. Every now and then I forget. I forget that you get down with some dope shit. And, like, I was like, I forgot. Now it's, in fact, because it goes so hard, there's, like, parts that I felt like my kids. I had to turn and look the other way. Mm-hmm. Or it was like, if my wife wasn't there, I might have covered my eyes. But it was just like, but, yeah, it's on Hulu now. So you can check it out on Hulu. The Raid 2.
I'll make sure I don't watch it late night. That's all.
It's guys, if y'all aren't up on the Raid 2 and the Raid 1,
mention Raid 2 at the door for the come up.
So you get that free entry. You tell me the Raid 2 is the greatest action movie. At the last come up, somebody asked Tony and I our top 3 favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
And I said the Raid 2.
The Raid 1, 2.
No, I said Die Hard.
Die Hard 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Die Hard 1, Raid 2. And
The Hitman's Body Will Guard.
No. Black Snake.
And
Moan.
Waiting.
Black Snake Moan, nigga. Come on.
Oh, really?
No. No, but I'll tell you what. Black Snake Moan turned me on to white women. I was like, I gotta get me one of these bitches. Like after I saw that movie.
Was she a slave or something?
No, she wasn't a slave. Did you not see it?
No, I did not. I didn't care.
Oh no, she was just like some type of weird drugged out nympho. She just fucking niggas on football fields and shit. And she was trying to fuck him, and he was like, "Oh, you devil bitch!" And he was trying to save her, get her to clean herself up. And that's why he chained her up, because he's like, I can't let you leave here with that sickness in you.
That's the whole premise of the...
Basically, yeah. Is
that Cucksploiting?
No, he just had a half-naked white chick tied up to a radiator. There's nothing wrong with that. No,
not at all.
No, but it was like that first 20 minutes of the movie, though, where Christina Ricci didn't give a fuck. I was like, I got to find me one of these. I know they exist. I got to find me one of these, these snow bunnies, goddammit.
They're out there.
They are. And they all got boyfriends that want to watch them get fucked.
Yeah, they're out there.
They out there.
They're out there.
Watch the Raid 2 though. Watch the Raid.
Okay, one first maybe.
Yeah. No doubt. Watch one, but I watched Raid 2.
Do I need to go watch the first one or no? Because I will.
Yes.
I don't like to watch like a sequel of something without.
But what I'm saying is, I saw part 2 before I saw part 1. I saw part 2 in the theater before I saw part 1, and then when I found out that there was a part 1, and that I was able to get like on Amazon, I ordered that, and I was like, oh, this shit is amazing. And then when you watch them back to back, you see that the very beginning of Raid 2 picks up where the end of Raid 1. So like literally it goes from this movie into that one, and then after that, like, you're good. You just basically for the introduction of who these people are.
Yeah, so I gotta watch Raid 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so did you see Dredd? The newest Dredd movie?
Like Judge Dredd?
Yeah, but they had the one that was just called Dredd.
No.
Okay. So they basically ripped off the Raid 1 and Americanized it and put it in the future.
Oh, Raid is not American?
No.
It's what?
Indonesian.
Oh.
It's all subtitles.
Dope. Okay, even better. You got me.
Yeah.
If it's a foreign film?
Yes.
Where
you can tell they clearly didn't give a fuck about the safety of the people in this movie. I'm pretty sure 17 niggas died making these 2 movies. I'm positive one dude for sure is dead. Like, there's no way. But like, there's no way that he lived. But yeah, it's fucking great. They shot. It's all in Indonesia. It's all subtitles and that shit. And even when we got the DVD, we had the option of watching it in English, and we watched the Raid and Raid 2 in English once. No, not the Raid 1 because they didn't have the English on that. But we watched the Raid 2 in English, and it was like not the same. Got to go back, put it.
No, you can't. Okay.
Got to watch it with the subtitles.
Any foreign film or animation, watch it in the original language. Put the subtitles. Learn the language. And because dubbing just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't work.
It takes you lose some of the authenticity and
the
urgency of the movie. Even though they're voice acting, it's not the same as the raw emotion you feel.
It doesn't work. It just doesn't fuck. Like I can't even watch Family Guy in French. I can't. It just doesn't work. I have a.
But don't you watch Bluey in French?
Yeah, but that's for the kid.
So you gonna teach him wrong?
No, I mean it's just for him.
You're teaching him wrong.
No, I'm not.
Let him watch it in the language it was intended in.
No, not for Bluey.
Why?
Because Bluey translation actually makes sense, and the voices they did a great job dubbing it into all the languages. It's dubbed in like 10 languages or something.
Yeah, but you talking about it's got to be in the original. Well, let them hear the Australian because it's not even like it's fucking American. It's Australian.
They do speak Australian in the show in English.
Right, but it's like they speak it with an Australian accent, so it's not even like he sounds like he's from Pittsburgh.
Well,
like let him experience some Australian tone.
No.
They say all type of Australian shit, like it's in the boot.
Yeah, they say Dunny. You know what Dunny is?
I've heard him say it.
The bathroom.
Okay, yes.
I gotta go to the Dunny.
Right.
The episode name is Dunny. Like, don't say Dunny. Why are you gonna say Dunny? Because we have rules in this house. Well, we have rules in this house. But no.
Yeah. I've
watching the original in the original language.
So you should let your son watch it in Australian.
It's not Australian. Well, yeah, I do when my niece is here because she don't speak French. But other than that, no.
Let him live his life.
He's 4 years old. The fuck does he know?
My daughter's 4 years old.
Okay, well that's your
let her live her life.
Okay, he lives his life. He's fine.
She does that, and then we watch Miss Anna speak Spanish.
So you should watch Encanto.
No, well they do watch. They've seen it, but I mean,
it's actually pretty dope. I actually enjoy it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's good.
And I haven't seen Turning Red yet either.
What? Oh no, I haven't seen that yet.
They watch the shit out of it. They think it's funny. My kids say it's hilarious.
It has good reviews.
I have not seen
it. But Encanto I thought was great. The writing is great. The songs are dope.
Better than Coco?
I don't think I watched Coco. I don't remember watching Coco.
What?
The judgment in your eyes is pretty.
I'm just saying we need some paper because you need to take notes on like some shit that you got to catch up.
I can give you notes on shit you got to watch and listen to.
You just told me to get on some Kendrick shit. I'm on.
Well,
it.
You already knew that. I didn't. This is not a scoop.
I'm on it.
This is not a scoop. I started watching. That was my dope shit a couple weeks back. The George Carlin documentary just dropped.
Was it good?
I'm on first episode. It's 2 hours long.
The first episode was? Yeah. I know it's a 2-part joint.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's actually narrated by him.
Oh.
Because they have a bunch of interviews of George Carlin over the years.
Right.
So when he talks about his process and how he was like the TV variety show, George Carlin with a suit and tie, and then it turned into a hippie. George Carlin talking about the government and the rebel and all that, being a rebel and all that stuff. It's him talking. There's a few comics who talk, like Bill Burr's in it, Jerry Seinfeld, Jon Stewart, Paul Glazer, a few other ones, Paul Provenza, who knew him. But for the most part, it's George talking. They actually showed notes. They actually show some of the jokes he was doing, and actually show like the actual jokes like on paper, like written with all the scratches and scratch this and scratch that. I thought it was dope. So yeah, it's very well done. I think Judd Apatow did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dope so far.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I just watched the Judd Apatow. Oh, I just watched Funny People the other day.
I don't know what that one is.
But it's Adam Sandler joint where he thought he was gonna die with him and Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill. Like that's Aziz is in it. I want to say that's kind of when he got his big break, but he was already on Scrubs at that point. So
Aziz was on Scrubs, the show?
Yeah, like the last season, Aziz was on Scrubs. Like
I don't remember. Scrubs was my shit.
Aziz was everywhere. Like that one year, like 2008, he was like on everything. He was on Parks and Rec, the last season of Scrubs, and he was on this Judd Apatow movie, Funny People, with Adam Sandler. And he was this character named Randy, and he was so good at the character that he actually did like a 30-minute special as Randy.
Oh.
Yeah, and he did like we got this like on the DVD bonus content shit. They had like 30-minute set of Randy, and it's Aziz just doing these ridiculous Randy jokes. So for a minute I was like, before I saw Aziz do stand up, I was like, man, if he comes out doing this Randy shit.
And he did?
Well, no, but his energy was similar.
He's a loud guy. That's what he does. He says the punchline loud.
He used to. Now not so much.
I haven't seen him in a while. I saw him. He came to the Paramount opening for Chappelle, actually.
I was gonna say, ever since he started,
it was Chappelle.
Since I found out he was hanging with Chappelle, you could see like in his last 2 specials, maybe 3 specials, that he's on some different shit. It's not the same shit as the early Aziz stuff, because the early Aziz stuff could kind of miss me, you know.
Yeah, he missed me too.
But now it's more flushed out. It's so well written. He's such a fantastic fucking writer. Like, and he was always like a good writer, but you can tell like with him getting older and more mature, and then him having, you know, Chappelle around, just having that influence around. I'm assuming that, you know, that rubbed off a bit, just because there's some times where you can kind of, he kind of sounds like him.
Yeah. Okay.
He kind of sounds like him with his cadence sometimes. But just his writing has gotten so good where he's able to do that thing that we all try to achieve, like taking the easiest, most common sense thing and laying it out there. And for people you and I go, fuck, how come I never did that? You know, I've had that thought. How come I never? And he's able to state it in a way now that is so concise and so good.
Okay.
And it's just like, dude, that's fucking, like, even if you don't agree, he laid it out in a way that you can follow the train of thought.
Oh, okay.
And it makes sense. And you're like, I may not agree with that, but I get it. Yeah. I get it, and that's
Bill Burr does that very well.
Oh, Burr is amazing at it. But no, Aziz is, like, over his last few specials, like, I've really started to appreciate that about him. He's great with a pen and paper. He is great, and he's not as loud and stuff anymore. He's more.
That was annoying as fuck.
He's more, the Randy shit was Randy. High five, high five, Randy with 8 A's.
Ugh. Sorry, that doesn't do it for me at all.
It was a lot. It was kind of funny in the moment, but it was like, I was like, I swear to God, this dude come out here and do Randy again for an hour, I'm not ever gonna watch this dude again in life. And
that's all he had.
Hey, he did it well though. It's kind of like, you know, like I'm a wrestling fan, and a lot of times these wrestlers go out there and they're giving bullshit characters and bullshit storylines, just a bunch of chicken shit, and it's up to them to make it something that you want to watch. And that reminds me of something. Only really good one. A lot of shit just sucks, and it's like, this fucking sucks. But It takes a special talent to take something that is complete dog shit and make you want to see it, you know?
So, to go back to the Neo joint, you ever seen Cisco live?
I've never seen Cisco live.
Okay. So, it was, I worked at a radio station at Intercom.
Okay.
And our Christmas party, there was like, you know, back in the day kind of show at the HEB Center. And Cisco was on the lineup. It was like Cisco and Sir Mix-a-Lot. It was one of those like, hey, all these artists you haven't heard of in 20 years are coming back to do a show together.
How long ago was this?
This was 2015.
Okay.
No, 16. I just started at the radio show, at the radio. And each artist gets like maybe 25, 30 minutes. How many Cisco songs do you know?
Can I count Dru Hill songs?
Yeah, but the good ones.
Oh, if I can count Dru Hill songs, I can give you like 15 Cisco songs.
Okay, then no. I mean, no. I mean, this fool he had Thong Song, Gotta Get It, that song he did with DMX.
Oh, what these bitches want?
Yeah.
Without you, girl, my life is incomplete.
Man, you really like that R&B shit. You really like that corny R&B shit. But the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, how is he going to fill up 25 minutes?
These are the times we all live for.
No, this is what he did.
What did he do? Did he talk?
No. I never seen somebody run up and down the stage so many times going, yeah, yeah.
That's all the song is. It's 2.5 minutes of yeah.
Like, the Thong Song, which is about 3 minutes long, was like 7 minutes.
Yeah, you could revamp that shit real quick. Yeah, and every time you take another piece of clothes off.
He did a thing I never thought I would see that.
Did a cartwheel?
No, he moonwalked the entire stage. And that took a minute and a half. Yeah! It took him a minute and a half to get across the entire stage. And I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. This is fucking brilliant.
Do you remember where you were when that album came out?
What?
Unleash the Dragon?
I don't know. College?
2000. Like late 99, 2000. I know I was a
freshman. I was in college.
I was a freshman in college when that dropped.
Yeah, 99, yeah.
And I remember my RA in the dorm was on my hall was this dude named Tommy. He was like, he might have been mixed. I think he was mixed, but he looked like a nigga.
He was dark enough.
Yeah, he was dark enough.
He likes Neo.
He was dark enough to get shunned, but white enough to get into their fraternity.
Uh-huh.
You know, because they needed numbers.
Yeah. They need a quota to fill out. We need
exactly.
Black people for diversity.
Right. So he was in Lambda Chi Alpha. So they had oars and shit. It was a whole thing. So he was dating this chick my freshman year, like this white chick. And I remember when she broke up with him, I've never seen heartbreak or heartache like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was devastated. He went like, he used to be very well kept, well manicured, you know, fucking polo shirt tucked. Him and Carlton Banks would have been.
Oh, it was that guy.
Yeah, but so then when this chick breaks up with him, he went to a dark place. He went to a real dark place. And like he just wouldn't come out of his room for a while. When he did, he had like the scruffy beard and shit. I remember one night he comes out and he's drunk as shit. Mm-hmm. And he didn't drink before her and this shit happened. And he says, "Have you listened to the Cisco album?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got that shit." And he's like, "It's a work of art. It is a masterpiece. What they've done with this album has never been done before." He
was low in his life. God damn, this is his bottom.
Yo,
that's his rock bottom.
And he was he was in band, I believe. I think he played like the saxophone. He might have been like a music major. And I was just like, and he's just like, the way that they've composed this shit is so complex, but so simple. He breaks it down
like a Kendrick album.
Yeah, but it's Cisco going, yeah! I mean, the Thong Song is one verse over and over. It's the same verse four times.
It is.
Right? There's nothing complex about that. Have you listened to the lyrics in the thongs? And then he would you would go by his room and he would have Incomplete blasting on repeat for like an hour and a half straight of just Without you, girl, my life. I mean, I had never seen heartbreak like that. And he let his soul out to that fucking Cisco album, which he thought was the greatest piece of work ever made. It was like, it was.
Is he still your friend?
No, he fell off hard, brother. Like, he fell.
I hope I run after that.
No, like, so
like, I can't fuck with you no more.
He went.
You have no taste.
He went from that to like the next semester. He came back and he had like both ears pierced. He was dropping nigga every other word.
Oh shit!
Like he just on this I don't give a fuck tip. Like it was like he got real grimy, and I was like, I know grimy dudes, but I don't know a square dude that turns grimy. Like, I don't understand that vibe. Like, it's like, I can't, like, I got to keep you at arm's length because I don't know how this works. Like, I don't know what you were willing to do to prove that you're not that dude you were when you was hung up on old girl. Like,
wow, that is a level of.
He got real grimy, and it was just like, I mean, he started doing all types of shit. I
blame Cisco.
Yeah, definitely.
I blame Cisco.
Definitely. You know, the white guys had a conversation with him. Well, we can't have this type of activity in our fraternity. He's like, fuck your frat, this whore.
Unleash the dragon.
Yeah. And then he moonwalked all the way out of the auditorium. Took him 2.5 minutes with the middle finger up. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Jumps like a truck. Truck. Thighs like what? Baby, move your butt. I think I sing it again.
No, don't. It's over. It's over.
That's one of my karaoke songs.
It's over. I'm gonna ask you to do that and come up too.
Middle-aged white women lose their shit to the thong song.
Of course they do.
Oh,
I mean, there are songs that will never work.
If you want to melt the Karen core, drop the thong song
and back that ass up right after that.
Yep, done.
And this is how we do it.
Yeah, they're into that too. That's a good.
There's
a good
songs
run.
that never. And Poison.
No.
Yes.
Baby Got Back.
Yes, that's
Baby Got Back.
And they'll say, "Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt."
I remember. There's this place called.
Those songs got to go. By the way, if your DJ drops any of those songs, he's done. He doesn't meet my standard.
When you're on I-35 North. Or when you're on I-35 coming from San Antonio back to Austin, there's this place on the right-hand side of the highway. I think it's called it's not Midnight Rodeo. I think that was here. Was Midnight Rodeo here?
I think so.
Okay, well then it's something like Midnight Rodeo. It was like, I can't remember the name.
Is it a bar or what?
No, it's like this huge place where I guess they would have rodeos from time to time, right? Okay. But it's like the big ass bar, one of those places where they play a bunch of country music, and then they play a couple hip hop songs,
just
and a bunch of country music. Yeah. And on Wednesdays it was ladies' night. We used to call it White Girl Wednesdays because you go up in there. I remember the first time I went up in there, I only went like 2 or 3 times, but it was because like I lived literally a couple blocks away. So we go in there, and they put on Baby Got Back, and it seemed like 20 or 30 women ran up on the stage in a line. They were lined up across the stage, just doing, dancing and shit. And there's like this fucking MC is like, "Oh, ladies in the house, come on, let's see what you got, baby, got back." And it's just, it's 30 white women shaking their asses oddly on stage. And I was like, I have to get every one of them a drink. Like
they're looking for that nigga. That's what they were doing.
I was like, I could beat Tommy tonight, goddammit.
Yes. This is cucksploitation, like we were talking about earlier.
Yes, but they, like you put on Sir Mix-a-Lot, and white girls lose they shit.
Now back that ass up. Is the
that middle age, that age range, like young white girls, they don't give a fuck about that. Yeah. But you find you a 35 to 45-year-old or even 50-year-old white woman, and you put on any one of those songs in any order, put those 4 songs on in any configuration that you can come up with. Oh, they're gonna get drunk. And they're gonna embarrass themselves. They're gonna act a fucking ass, and you can't tell them shit about it.
And I'll watch.
I've got videos.
It's all over Reddit. This should be a thread. The Karen Core going crazy in hip hop songs.
I'm gonna start a subreddit group for Karen Core. I got videos of like me singing the thong song in Port Aransas.
You just want to embarrass yourself on this episode.
I'm not embarrassing myself. I'm not embarrassed by this shit.
Kidding.
I'm not embarrassed. Do you know who the fuck I am? I'm not embarrassed by any of this shit. All right, I wouldn't have told you if I was embarrassed. If you think this is embarrassing, then what?
All right, we're gonna have some keywords you can bring up. So, to go to the come up and get it for free. It's Karen Core.
Yeah.
There's Neo, Cisco.
No. If you're gonna say Neo, you got to give me 5 Neo songs.
No. Just name one. Just name one. You're good.
I'm not letting 30 people in off Miss Independent. Like.
Nah, just say. I can't even name one. What's the song you were singing to? You wanted the jacket for? The one with the Pitbull.
That shit
tonight. Tonight. And then yes. Tonight.
For what it's worth, we might not see tomorrow. Let's give it tonight.
All right. We're done. We're good. I gotta wrap up the show.
Grab somebody sexy, tell them hey.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you.
Wait, I got dope shit.
No, this is plenty of dope shit.
I got dope shit to come up June 7th. That's my dope shit.
We know that. All right. The dope shit for me. Watch the Doors Calling documentary. I had another dope shit, but I forgot. I'll have another one soon.
I do have one real one that I wanted to talk about earlier. I might be I'm writing. I got approached to write for a show.
That's right. You told me about that.
So I emailed my version of the script back to the guy, and he loved it. So
don't say nothing until it happens.
I know. I'm just saying that's dope. That if nothing else, like that's an opportunity to exercise a muscle that I don't really get an opportunity to exercise that often. Mm-hmm. And if it pops off, then we're gonna pop champagne right here on the Feedbak. We're gonna pop champagne. We're gonna listen to fucking Neo and Cisco for an entire episode. Fuck. They want to pull it down because the algorithm. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. We're jamming nothing but Neo, R. Kelly, and Cisco. We're gonna pop champagne if this shit really goes down.
Get the job done first, and then we'll see.
But
I hope you do. But you say you're gonna do it. Do it.
That's just something coming down the pipeline. Keep your eyes open for that. You might see your boy's name on some credits or some shit. But we're gonna talk about before that happens. We'll talk about it. You guys will know before anybody else knows. I promise you that.
Just tune in next month. We'll have a full review of the Kendrick Lamar album from Cheatham, and then we'll find out about your thing.
We'll have a full review, and we'll have a review.
And I'll watch Raid. I'll watch Raid 1 and 2.
Okay. And if you have something you want me to watch, I might. It's summertime now.
Really?
I can get it in. But next month I would like a review from you on the come up because
I'll give you my feedback.
Please give me your feedback because you're also going to be performing next month.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You need to tell me that.
That's my dope shit. Back Zumanigi is going to be on the June 21st edition of the.
Let me check my calendar.
You ain't got shit going on.
Yes, I do. How about a kid? I got a kid.
It's a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, I don't have my kid.
Yeah, okay.
All right, touche.
Yeah. On a Tuesday, nothing's going on except for you'll be on the show with Derek Poston.
Oh, goddamn. All right. I'm on. Yes. Thank you so much. I don't have a dope shit. Just follow the Feedbak. Follow Hip Hop Bingo.
Please do.
Shout out to everybody who came through last time. Once again, go see Cheatham live. Listen to Neo.
Miss Independent.
All right. No, I walked into that one. All right.
You sure did.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Sexy love, girl, thing.